guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well. If you guys don't know me, my name is Divyanka, and on this channel I share anything and everything that helps me in my life in hopes of it helping you in some way. In today's video, we are talking about 5 ways to help you stay productive while working from home. I was thinking about this the other day and realized I graduated a year and a half ago and I've been working remotely since. And although I'm probably not in a unique situation, I graduated during the pandemic and like everyone else have been working remotely. I know that I've struggled a little bit with some things and actually being productive in my day. So I'm sure some of you out there struggle with this too. So I wanted to share things that helped me kind of overcome that in general. And I hope that some of these tips help you too, so you can have a generally more productive week, a more productive day, while still being comfortable and working from home. So my first tip is to dress for success. Now this isn't like a revolutionary tip, but trust me, it does wonders. The days that I actually get up, shower, get dressed in like non-pajama clothing, and honestly put a little bit of makeup on, I get so much more done. I'm in a better mood and I'm just overall more productive than the days that I decide to stay in my pajamas and not get ready in any sort of way. Now I mentioned makeup specifically. That's a really weird thing that helps me, so that's something that I like to do. Even if I dress and don't put makeup on, I don't really feel put together, and then it just doesn't really go well for me. And this is just a super light layer, but I think overall it just makes me feel like I'm actually getting ready to leave the house, and therefore I will be more productive. Whatever type of dressing will help you get ready for your day, do that. But if you're gonna stay in the clothes that you sleep in, naturally you're kind of still in sleep zone, and so it's really hard to be productive, and that's the kind of psychology behind it. So whatever helps you guys, do that. But again, for me, it's completely getting ready from my shower to the makeup. My next tip is to have a designated work area, and specifically, of course, a desk. Now, the wonders of working from home include being able to work from literally anywhere, including your couch and your bed. And what that means is on the couch, you can be distracted by TV, you can be on the dining table and be eating, or you can be in bed, which honestly, in my case, leads to napping all day. None of those things equal productivity or actually getting work done in the day. So having a designated area to work in, again, specifically a desk, helps actually get you in the zone of wanting to work. If day in and day out, you get up, you get ready, you do your routine, and you end up at your desk, and that's the only place you are productive and are doing any sort of work, naturally, over time, as you sit in that desk, you're going to be really productive because you've trained yourself to do work while you sit at your desk. Now, this isn't to say that I don't work from my bed or from my couch sometimes. Sometimes I don't need to have an uber productive day and I like doing work while watching TV or something of the sort, and you're allowed to have your days. But again, for utmost productivity, you want a desk, you want a working space, something that is clean, organized, away from any lazy habits, and is going to set you up for success to have a productive day, a productive week, a productive month. My next tip is to specifically carve out working hours and calendar block. I am not the first one to speak about calendar blocking, but I totally believe in it, and I do this for myself every single day. Even if I'm running errands or if I'm doing something that I enjoy, I still calendar block that. And it doesn't matter if it goes over a little bit or I don't do it at all, but just setting up that schedule, making sure you're setting up a schedule for yourself to actually work in, setting your hours of boundaries. So making sure that you're just working from 8 to 5 or 8 to 6 or 9 to 3, whatever your schedule is. Physically carving it out will generally make you more productive than not carving it out. I think Elon Musk goes by this kind of thinking where it's like you might as well set your goals extremely high, and even if you don't meet them, which you probably won't, you're still going to meet them to 50, 60, 70%, and that's going to be more than what you could have done without setting those goals, and usually more than others. So you kind of want to take the same approach here. as long as you actually take the time to calendar block your day, you're going to have a general mind map of what you need to be doing. And so you don't have to put that thinking in, which if you're going to have to put that thinking in the moment, you're naturally going to be a little lazier, cop out of it, and just not do the thing. If the schedule is laid out, you're more likely to do those things. And again, even if you miss 10 or 20% of those things, or something goes overboard the time that you calendar blocked it for, or whatever your case is, you're still going to be more productive than if you didn't have that mapped out on your calendar. So again, just try to do this as often as possible and make sure you have boundaries to your working hours, because there is a certain cap you're going to have. You can't be productive after X amount of hours of work. So just give yourself that time. Whatever you can do in that time, get that done. Have your hours to relax outside of that, and then you can start over the next day. Again, setting boundaries in terms of time to actually work and calendar blocking has helped me so much actually make use of the hours that I have at home. My next tip is to plan your day the night before. I literally swear by this. My to-do list and my calendar is something that I actually review in the morning and at night, and this helps so much. So every day when I'm closing my work day, I actually set my schedule for the next day, my to-dos and calendar blocking, to know what I need to do, so that when I get up, I know exactly what I need to jump into and I don't have to give it a second thought. I also look this over right before I go to sleep and change anything if I need to. You don't have to do this twice in your evening. I just like doing it, but at least once is super helpful. Now, this isn't only helpful because you actually have a map of things that you need to do and you know exactly what you need to get into when you wake up, but it actually helps you sleep better and helps you feel a little more fulfilled. When your schedule is full, you have a plan for the next day. You're not necessarily going to be stressing out as much as you go to sleep, which of course is going to give you better sleep. Also, this is going to make you more motivated in general because you know what you're up to the next day. And most of the time when we have a schedule, when we have things to get to, we will shoot right out of bed and make sure those things happen. That's a part of what makes us feel fulfilled. We need a schedule, we need things to do, and we need to just get up and do it. So overall, I really do think this not only helps you physically actually execute the work, but mentally in terms of getting your rest and feeling motivated and knowing what you need to get into the next day. And lastly, especially while working from home, again, I know a lot of people say this, but force activity into your schedule. This can be any sort of activity, and my main tip there is to not force yourself to do anything you don't want to. If you hate running, don't make running your activity. Make it hiking, or go on a walk with your dog, or go on a walk with your friend, or do a Pilates class with your friend, or just do a quick 5-minute stretching routine. Something that is going to get you moving, because we all know that moving, exercise, getting some sort of activity in our day helps with so many things. It helps us mentally, it helps us physically, it's going to help us clear our mind from a busy day. It's going to make you feel more tired so you rest better. There are so many benefits. And again, start easy. This can be a 5-10 minute walk, but schedule it in. Calendar block it into your day. Make sure it happens. And especially because you're going to be working from home, you're going to be sitting all day. This is so imperative. Trust me, take it from me, I did not do this and force activity into my schedule for the first year of working from home, and it hurt me big time. I mean, growing up, I've been a super active person. I'm a dancer. I always did sports. I danced through college, so activity was never an issue. And then all of a sudden I became an adult. I didn't have dance classes to go to. I didn't have these forceful activities, and I was working from home. So naturally, I didn't have any activity, and it hurt me so bad. I'm literally undoing it right now, and it sucks to undo it. So just don't put yourself in that place. Try to just make sure to force some kind of activity into your day because it is just good for you. Those are my 5 tips to make sure that you have a productive day working from home. Now, there are so many other tips I could talk about, but I think if you can focus on just these 5, and even if that's too much, pick a few for the next month and then tackle the rest later. later. Make these changes and trust me, even while working from home, you can have super, super productive days. You just have to have the mindset that you want to help yourself do that, and you need to think about it like you're actually trying to set yourself up for success. Laziness is easy, and especially when you're working from home. And working from home is honestly a privilege, but you don't want it to get to the point that it hurts you. So make sure you're doing all these things to make sure you have a productive day, and then you can take your evening to rest. You don't have to deal with the commute to work, and that's fantastic. So I hope these tips helped you guys. If you guys have any additional tips to add, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I would love to read them. I know that I could definitely implement some more tips and more ways to make my day more productive, so I would love to hear from you guys. Thank you guys for stopping by. If you guys liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already. That is it for today's video, and you guys will see me in the next one.